Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of JSmith Plays MS Paint. I am JSmith and I'm on the internet. Thank you very much for joining with me today. Today, continuing on our journey through art and landscape and fun and intrigue, we land ourselves in the distant future. Today I am going to be drawing not someone from an indie game. As a matter of fact, there's a AAA title. The title is Mass Effect. Today I am going to be drawing my good friend Garrus, and let me just move this down a little bit. Okay, so I am going to be drawing Garrus, which I'm a big fan of the Mass Effect series. Well, I can't really say that because I haven't played the third one, and maybe that's sacrilegious, maybe it's not, I don't know, but I like the first two games enough that I will be drawing this beautiful man with his face all melted down on the side. I don't know. Regardless, 3, 2, 1. JSmith draws Garrus. Round 1, fight, go. Alrighty, so the first thing that I am going to do with this is make the background color. I think that's going to be something that I want to do. So how about it's like a weird shade of like green and blue. We'll make it that, and we'll just paint that in. I think that is good enough for me. I'm comfortable with that. Now, let's get this teal color, but we're not going to use it. We want a little bit more white and maybe a little bit more gray. I think that might be a good color for him. And let's switch out to our wonderful watercolor brush. That's not too bad looking, actually. So we'll do a few strokes of this, big ones for his head tentacles. 1, 2. And we'll get like the third one right here. And the rest of him kind of comes down like this. And his face and everything kind of goes up in this general direction until it meets back up there at his face. And so this isn't going to be the whole landscape. Well, because we only have so much to work with Garrus here. So I think that is a good color for him. So let's just fill this in as our outline, and I think that's a good starting point. So now that I have my starting point and everything's set, I think it's more important to me to talk about Mass Effect itself. I don't really know why I never played the last one. The first one was amazing. I loved the first Mass Effect game. There is a really great combination between RPG elements and action elements. There is a whole lot of upgrading and customization possible, which made it a just phenomenal game. The second one, although it did focus more on the action, it was still fun. I don't think it captured me as much as the first one did, but you know, that happens, and it often happens. You know, the second one, it has a more of a broader audience. The first one was so successful, they want to kind of make it more out there, so more people can find it and enjoy it. Although I still had fun with it. I thought the first one was just pure, like, almost magic for me. Now, how about I get some eye color? I think this might be a good one already here. So let's do this. He's got like this eyeshadow on the bridge of his nose. And then we can also make this a little bit of the scouter that he has. Actually, you know what? I don't want to make that the scouter. I want to make it a little bit different. So let's make it a little bit more of a blue color for his Vegeta scouter over here. Although it kind of does end up looking really similar regardless. But I think that's a good start anyways. What I want to do now is take my dark blue that I did find, and how about we make it a little bit darker, maybe make it a little bit more gray. So maybe up here, down here still, and bring it up to more of a gray, possibly. Alright, and this is going to be this thing right here, so it kind of comes up and around. Maybe it kind of goes more like this. Okay, just want to make sure that I'm getting everything. I think that's a good scouter. I think, who uses it? Vegeta, or is it Nappa that uses the scouter? Maybe they both used it. I can't imagine that they wouldn't. And it's funny how they kind of just... Did they get the ability to find out their power levels just by feeling them later in the Dragon Ball Z Saga land? I don't remember. But I do want this to look a little bit better. So let's do, almost had it. You know, that might be fine right there. We'll add a small little kind of line right there. And I think that, maybe, how about like that? There we go. Okay. Now, let's get these colors back in, and we are going to draw some weird tentacle head things. And I think well, I guess, okay. So I have drawn real people during this series, but I don't think I've drawn a character like Garrus yet. So like full 3D model, a AAA game, or did I? I can't really remember. I think Garrus is my first AAA entry here. Oh no, Solid Snake. I forgot about him. Okay, so I take that back. I did do Snake, but Garrus, first alien, maybe? First alien that I've done? I think so. But let's draw this, fill this in. This is actually looking pretty good here. And up and over like that. Cool. We'll draw he's got like this cranium noggin thing going on here. Looks really bizarre. But it kind of comes up and goes just like that-ish. This is his nose, right? So this is kind of going in these directions. And I wanted this to be his eye socket, so let's fill this in with black. First, like, black eye, huh? That's an interesting thing for me. So I don't have to worry about, you know, the shade of, what is it, what's this, the iris of the white part of the eye? Does the white part of the eye have a name? I don't really remember. And we'll draw a little bit of, like, darkness in there so we know it's his eye. And how about we get a nice little circle of white right here. And he's also got like a little bit of blue around it too. So let's see if we can throw that just in there. Alright, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. We could fill this in because it looks a little bit scratchy and everything. So it's like the paint's not quite on there all the way. There we go. Now we can even make room for his nose. Kind of comes down like this. And up and over. I do want to kind of take my time with this one. I have been finishing rather fast lately with my other paint drawings, so I've had a lot of room afterwards, but still, only 8 minutes left. I do get a little worried. And I still got plenty of more stuff to do with our friend Garrus here. So, with that in mind, let's draw his, I don't even know, this looks like it's all stitched or something right there. It looks like Frieza. Maybe that's why I'm thinking of all these like Dragon Ball Z references right now. It kind of reminds me of Frieza. At least in this kind of part he does. So let's make this little round thing on the side of his head here. Fill all of this in with our black. Just like that. It's similar to like the, I don't know, like the beard, like the kind of techniques that I'm using. And I use the word techniques loosely, like all it is just clicking really fast and going away. But let's add some little details here. Kind of looks like it's stitched on, like half his face is just missing. I'm not exactly sure. I forget what happened between like the first and second game. This is from the second game, I think. But we'll draw that on. We'll get his little kind of bandages to go up and over here, just like that. Good. Well done, Garrus. Now the rest of his face is kind of all crackly mackly. Do that. There we go, and like that. Ooh, looks pretty good, actually. And we will bring his face, oh, not that color. We'll bring this color, and kind of seems like he has this part on his face as well. Kind of goes up to his scouter. I'm just gonna call it a scouter. It might not actually be a scouter, but it is in my brain forever now. I will get the black again and fill this in right here. just like that. And he's got like all this blood and guts and stuff coming down from him. But before I do that, I do want to get the rest of his suit up and running, so to speak. So let's get some thicker brushes here, and we'll just draw these down and around. Like so. And this one kind of breaks off over here. Like that. Okay. And all this will be this kind of black color. Well, yeah, let's just make it true black. Just right there. And up and then, well, I guess we can make this color over on this side. It is a bit, that's not gonna be the right color. So let's get this and make it just a bit darker, so it doesn't quite match with the rest of his face over there. There we go. I think that looks better. And kind of draw it down just like that. Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. Now, some more regular black, although I did click color 2, which I always seem to do. And we'll bring his headgear down here. Awesome. Garrus, you look pretty good, dude. You look pretty good. I think I'm getting a lot better at this whole MS Paint drawing thing than I was just a little while ago. There's still got 4 minutes left to add all the details that I can, which is awesome. How about we start with some more of these shorter pads right here. It's a little bit bigger than what it is on the screen, I think, but it should be fine by the end. Needs some more shorter pads on this direction, so we will obviously do that. A little bit more as I complete this process with this shorter pad as well. Awesome. Great. If he just had like a sniper rifle, he'd be all Garrus'd out. I think that's the gun that I typically had with Garrus, a sniper rifle. He was pretty good with that. Let's get some more black in here. But also, it looks like this kind of comes up here as well, so we'll draw that in. Great. And that over to there. Cool. Now, he does need his little... There are some... I don't know, little crevices things here. But I think that gray is a little bit too bright. I'm gonna get a darker one. That's a little bit better. So 1, and then 2, and then all of this kind of side is black down here, where his kind of neck is. Great. Just like that, Garrus, you're looking pretty good. Now, what do I need? How about some more black up here? Just for the added shadows and effects. Kind of really look like tentacles on his head. And up and over like that. Cool. Good job, Garrus. I just want to paint you like one of my French girls. He's got this crevice thing on his head. Kind of like scars up like that. Alright, so now we do want to get some sort of mix between... Oh, I think that's a good color actually. For all of his blood splatter and everything. So he's got a lot of it just about everywhere. So we'll just do kind of like a mixed mash of like dark reds all the way down here, and even can like, looks like his skin's sort of sagging off down here. And we'll make that red as well, or like this maroon color. I don't quite know, but it's kind of speckled all over his face. It even kind of like that one all the way up there, but we will have it around his mouth. GG, Garrus. GG. You've been a hell of a warrior today. Thank you for being so kind and let me draw you. I know this is a difficult time for you and your people, but you know, that's all we have to offer you in this dire situation here. Give dire tide, obviously, is something too. This kind of goes down like that. Maybe like look at it. He doesn't look that good anymore. I don't know if he does or doesn't. Let's get his. There we go. Let's get his original skin color and kind of try to blend all of this in just a little bit here. Only got like 38 seconds left, so we do want to make this kind of fast. But I think it's important that we get as much detail in as we can to the very end. And I am going to be pretty happy with this drawing. I don't think that's too bad at all. I do want to get some sort of circle device in here. Probably could have been like a white. So that looks a little bit better. Looks a little bit, I don't know. But that is Garrus from Mass Effect 2. So we'll finish this up, draw this in. That's his scouter. 1 and 0. Thank you all very much for joining with me today. It's been a whole lot of fun. I really like Garrus. It's not the worst drawing that I've done, but you know, maybe it's probably far from the best. But I think I'm getting somewhere with this whole situation. But regardless, thank you all very much for watching. I'm JSmith, and I am on the internet. I'm going to be here every single day, so join back with me tomorrow when I have something new for you. After that, follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/JSmithOTI, and last but not least, twitch.tv/JSmithOTI for all of my live streaming. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Later.